Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tom, the YouTube channel where we make a massive pile of food for ourselves and consume it because we only eat one meal a day. And if you want to enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoy making videos like these, grab yourself some food of your own so that you're not alone. You have your YouTube to watch with your food, or you can grab a beverage of your choice. I like chicken broth or water. Let's enjoy this video together in 1, 2, 3. Well, hello. Welcome back, everybody. You know, I'm not a competitive eater, and I never will be, but I do appreciate a restaurant that serves massive quantities of food. So I am tempted, if we can find, the right restaurant in the coming months, I might go over there and just see what type of food I can enjoy. I've done just one massive meal for myself rather than cooking. There was a restaurant down the street that I used to go to with Noah a lot that had an absolutely massive breakfast burritos, among other things, which is interesting because I make massive breakfast burritos. And it was fantastic. Just the thickest cut French toast that you've ever seen, the most massive pancakes that you've ever seen, just the biggest portion of hash browns, and they got their bacon somewhere special because they had these super thick cuts of bacon. It's kind of like when we made the scalloped potatoes with pork. They just had this extremely thick cut bacon, which was fantastic, and I enjoyed my time there. Don't go there that much anymore. They had a change in management, but for the time that I did spend there, it was fantastic. Now we have to make our own massive meals, which is fine. Homemade massive meals are better than meals that other people make for you, So let's see what we got here. Start out with our potatoes, as usual, frying them up in coconut oil. We have our one mistake a video. That's our one mistake a video. You guys wonder why I don't do the really good techniques for cutting things? Just because things like that will happen. And for 6 months, I was able to avoid that. But trust me, when I was cooking for myself, trying to do all these fancy techniques before I started filming 6 months ago, this type of stuff would happen all the time. And now we're down 3 French fries worth of potatoes. It's too bad. It's no matter. 3 French fries worth of potatoes isn't going to affect the total weight of our food at the end by too much now, is it? So anyway, roasted potatoes in with the coconut oil. Bacon grease works good too. I do have plenty of bacon. Actually, why the heck didn't I cook some bacon up? That would have been fantastic. I might cook some for myself after this video's over. Bacon grease works awesome. Soaks into the rice that we're going to add at the end just fine. Let's grab the rest of what we're going to be using for ourselves out of the fridge. Eggs, tons of eggs, can't have enough eggs. Large, let's say this is large. If it's a medium, it's about the largest medium you can get with boards and straight up large. And then we're going to go with some fresh chicken as well. And of course, day-old rice. And of course, we do the day-old rice because it's just better for our body. It doesn't spike your glucose, doesn't spike your blood pressure. Of course, here we have the bacon. I like bacon in pieces because it's cheaper. And we're just cutting our bacon up anyway, so why would we focus on getting really long strips? I've been absolutely starving today. Typically, it's not a big deal waiting till 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock to eat for myself. Now it's 5, it's early in the day. Usually I don't eat till a couple hours from now, and I'm starving. So we're going to get a nice big meal for ourselves and enjoy it like we always do. This weekend we're going to take out the crock pot. I liked our chef commenter's idea of switching over to some barley making a beef barley soup. I think that sounds incredible. I liked the chuck roast that we got at the store a couple of weeks ago. So I think we'll do that, get some more chuck roast, try out some barley, add that to our meal. I'm sure I have a crock pot recipe for it as well, which is great because my crock pot book has been around in my family for a very, very long time. It's been used by mothers and fathers and grandmothers alike. So it's nice to know that I'm reading and using the recipes out of the same books that my family was using. It's kind of a satisfying feeling. I also want to go fishing this weekend. I did not have any luck fishing last weekend. Rainbow trout was the goal. Got a lot of sucker fish and a bass. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's not kind of outside of the norm of what I usually get. Oh, excuse me, outside of the norm of what I usually film. So I don't know if I will film, a vlog style video like that again. I think we'll just stick more to the cooking. That's why you're here. But some of you really like the ambient noise of just the environment I was in. So let me know if you want another vlog video like that. Regardless, I am going to go out fishing. And if I catch anything, I will film a video for you with the fish that I caught. Otherwise, what I think I'll do is I'll probably just set the barley soup, the beef barley soup, in the crock pot to go, and have that be a dedicated video, and then go out fishing while all that is cooking, and then come back. That way, I will for sure have something to eat when I get home, and potentially have a video for you the day afterwards. And I think that would be just swell. So, I make incredibly simple meals for myself, and I figure out a way to complicate things because I want to be able to cook it into one pan, but I also don't want to, break the threshold of, I used to work in a kitchen, so I don't want to be putting raw meat and vegetables together. And I started with my vegetables. So some of you out there, Mr. Chef Guy, who leaves comments, maybe you could tell me if that's a big no-no. Obviously, if you're cooking in a restaurant, it's a big no-no. This is a big no-no at home. If I have a bunch of cooked vegetables in here and then I add in my meat afterwards, I think it is. So we are going to pull an audible. We're going to do something never before seen in a Tom video before. So we're going to be grabbing another pan here. I think this pan will work. We're grabbing another pan. I know what is going on. This has got to be disorienting. We'll add a little bit more, about a tablespoon of this coconut oil, which is really nice. We'll add the onions in for a pan here. The potatoes are getting a nice good, I wouldn't call it a char, but they're getting nice, and you can see the discoloration on them. Noah gave me a nice compliment the other day. He said that those strips of potato, not like a French fry, but more like a slab. So those slabs of potatoes were one of the best potatoes that he'd ever had. It was like eating a French fry because it was really crispy on the outside but fluffy on the inside. So initially he said it was like eating mashed potatoes, even though it was strips. And then when we were eating breakfast the other day, we said that they were like eating French fries. And he said it's one of the best side dishes or appetizer pieces that I put together. And he gave me a nice compliment there. It's not like he rarely gives me compliments, but getting that appreciation like that for cooking, because I make this type of meal every day. Noah's making pasta sauce, he's making all sorts of stuff. Noah, between the two of us, if you were to look at our skill sets, I'd say we're about even. But if you look at our results, what we actually make for ourselves, he definitely has me beat. So him complimenting my cooking is definitely a big deal. And so I just wanted to bring that up. I would love to have another fish. It's okay, our countertops are clean. I would love to have another fish pop up this weekend. so I can pair that with my potatoes. It reminds me of just some of the most amazing meals that I've ever had, basically as a child. For me, nothing beats a piece of protein, some fried potatoes, and some green beans. Of course, the fresh green beans are always best. It's really tough to get those unless you're at a farmer's market or something like that. But to me, nothing beats that. Here we are. I'm not going to bother removing the tendons on this. We're just going to toss that into our pan here. I don't think we have any other vegetables. We do not. So we'll just add that to our bin and wipe off our chicken hands. I should be using soap, shouldn't I? It was crazy out here a couple of weeks ago. We had 100-degree temperatures everywhere I go, just absolutely ridiculous temperatures. And I'll get this put away back into the fridge off camera, unless I have some time. I just don't want to be handling raw chicken. I'll turn this temperature up just a little bit. There we go. Anyway, yeah, it was like 100 degrees. Now it's pretty comfortable. It's like in the 80s. Don't need to keep the AC on inside too long. Works just fine. Okay, well, we're almost out of garlic salt. I have another container in there. So I'll put a pretty liberal amount on, as well as some pepper. Yeah, we're going to go substantial. Put way more on there than we really need. I won't even bother seasoning the vegetables. We'll just add the chicken in afterwards when it's ready to go. I have the temperature about as hot as we can make it while cooking with the coconut oil. I think a little bit over, and this is our largest burner right here, and anything over medium, we risk burning that coconut oil. So we're right at medium. I think we're doing a good job moving all of our vegetables around. I mean, really, this is what I want. This is a perfect cook right here. I'll even test one of the potatoes for doneness. This is not what we want. We want it cooked a little bit more because the potatoes are not done. Let's grab a bowl. Add our eggs to the pile. At least 4 eggs. I like having more than 4 eggs a day. But I found that if I do more than 4, it just doesn't meld well with the rice. You get less of a egg fried rice and more of an omelet mixed in. It's kind of just not what we're going for. So we'll stick with the 4. Do some demolition derby. And add this back. We have our rice for tomorrow prepped and ready to go so that we can continue to enjoy day-old rice. It smells amazing. Yeah, cooking chicken in bacon grease, not a recommendation. All right, usually we have rotisserie chicken that we'll just break off and cut up. And that'll meld just fine with everything else. But cooking chicken in bacon fat, no. Bad. Do not recommend, do not pass go, do not collect $200. We are getting really good color on all of this though. I'm a big fan of what we got going on. I'm going to temp down just a little bit, just slightly. I'm just going to turn it back up again once I put the rice in. This should be perfect. You know, and I think that the soy sauce, we haven't gotten enough of it. Maybe we should add the soy sauce back. Gosh, I'm tempted to go back to carnivore and just cook up steaks for you every day. I think that would be really fun. But if you're a long-time viewer, you know why I don't do that. It's just gratuitous at that point. So you might have heard this story before, but if you're new, I'll share it with you. So one of the main reasons why I stopped doing carnivore, it wasn't because it was super expensive, even though it was. It was because I didn't want to have to go out to eat with people and cause a scene for everyone around me. So I went to like an Outback Steakhouse or something like that. You know, nothing super fancy, but you know, just a place where they serve steak. And I was there with Noah. And Noah knew I was doing carnivore. You know, we shared the kitchen every single day. I've been carnivore for a few months, but we just usually didn't go out to eat. And I sat down. I said, yeah, I'll take this steak. It's like one of your biggest steaks. It's great. And the lady goes, okay, cool. What sides do you want with that? And I asked. She goes, well, we have a lot of vegetable items, and she listed them off. And we have a lot of bread items, and she listed that off. And I went, all right, you know, is there any way that you can substitute for like a piece of chicken or like a piece of fish or something like that? And she goes, no, we don't do substitutions. And I went, okay. Well, I don't want your cook wasting a bunch of food, making a bunch of things that I'm not going to eat. But, you know, I have a diet where I'm just eating meat. And so if you could just bring out the big 16-ounce steak and none of the other sides, that would be great. And she went, okay, well, we'll have to charge you for the sides, even though you're not eating it. I went, that's fine. This is my diet. This is my choice. I don't want it to be a big deal. Just bring out the meat. I'll pay for the whole meal with the sides. I just don't want any food to be wasted, so just don't bother bringing it out. I'll pay for everything. It's okay. It's not a big deal. And she goes, okay, but you're paying for the sides. It's like, gosh, how is this? Why is this an issue? What have I gotten myself into? I mean, I'm taking full responsibility for this. I'm not blaming the server at all. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm not going to eat it. No matter what I get, to just bring out the meat. And she I really threw her, she clearly has never had anybody say that before. It was a lot more awkward than I thought it would be. And I finally just went, okay, I'll take, you know, the broccoli and the cheese sticks or the bread sticks or whatever it was, you know. And sure enough, she brought it out with the sides, and I ate the meat, and I didn't eat the sides. And she came back at the end of our meal. And she goes, oh, I see that you're still finishing up your meal, so I'll come back when you're done. And I went, no, I'm done. And she goes, oh, did you not like the sides? So, the sides are fine. Anyway, that to this day was, I don't get embarrassed often, but I feel like I really did something stupid. And I was imagining myself like at a work event, or that really was that last interaction, which was, oh, was there something wrong with the sides? I could have just ordered the food, grabbed the sides, not brought anything up about the diet, not worried about people throwing away things, and just left them. That last interaction, oh, did you not like the sides? I went, oh, people are going to ask me that. And I'm going to tell them that, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't want to eat them. And I just don't want to be in that position. I don't want to be at a work event. I don't want to be like a nuisance to anybody. And so I think like a week after that, I quit carnivore entirely. It was a very weird situation. Now I eat this every day. Yeah, I feel for that poor lady. I put her in a tough situation. Alright, so we'll let this rice get up to temperature. Break all the pieces away so they're not into big clumps. And then we'll add our chicken after that. I guess there's no real reason for me to add the salt to the chicken if I'm going to add the soy sauce. But it won't be that big of a deal. Just a little bit of salt on salt. In my opinion, since doing the rotisserie chicken and doing the fresh chicken, the fresh chicken is by far better, but the rotisserie chicken is so much more convenient. Now, since we are using 2 pans for basically the first time in the channel's history, I think I'll do something a little unique. We'll just add our egg directly to our rice mixture here, and then we'll add our chicken at the very end. And that will be our meal. Yeah, and as usual, we're making good time. I didn't even do any prep before I started this video, so you're getting the full video plus the prep, and we're gonna get this done within the half-hour mark, which is always the goal. I have a freebie over at the gas station, so I'm gonna go get one after I make this. After you add that cold rice and the cold egg, it really does temper the heat of the entire pan. You got to get it back up to heat in order for it to fry up really well. This is fine. We don't need this lid. All right, and I'll test this chicken. Good. Nice and thoroughly cooked. All the way through. I think I'm gonna have another. I think I seasoned it really well. Look at that. Beautiful. Great color. Wow. That is fantastic. Alright, I can't wait any longer. I can't wait any longer for that to fry up. We're adding our chicken in, and we're calling it good. Like I said, I am starving. So if I have to wait any longer, I might just literally die. Yeah, and that chicken really does contribute to the overall size and look of our meal. See, it didn't look that big at first. Look how we have completely taken out this pan. And then it's getting to the point now where I'm making a little bit of a mess. It's at that point that you know you're doing good. So, I think that's good. Still have the raw chicken sitting out. So, like I said, I'll take care of that off camera. Let's use our handy dandy spatula to get the goodies moved in here. Great. Love that. Okay, let's see what we can do. Nice big pieces of chicken on top, that's always nice. It means we don't have to dig down to the bottom in order to get to the good stuff. Tons of steam, and you know what, I'm not going to put any hot sauce on this. I know I pulled it out, but no hot sauce today because I want to enjoy the seasonings that we put on there naturally. So let's do this. Zero that out. $2.5. Hey, we've been really consistent with the 2.5 pound meals. And you know what? If we didn't sacrifice those 3 little strips of potato at the beginning, it would be a little bit more than 2.5 pounds. But 2.5 pounds I've noticed is perfect for about how many calories I need every single day if I'm not exercising, which I'm not right now, soon to change, but I'm not right now. So that's perfect. That comes down to around 2,000 calories. You really want to break down we can start doing that again. But again, it's just the same breakdown every single day. So, like I said, we're about at the half-hour mark, probably a little bit over now. I appreciate all of you watching. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll have another video out for you. And then shortly after that, hopefully we're cooking up some fish rather than this. So, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.